What's up, Wikimaniacs? On today's episode, we have a husband who wants a paternity test, an OP who is honest, a child-free wedding causes some issues, a pregnant woman is set on a name, and a husband wants a son. For the Patreon exclusive stories, we have an OP who doesn't allow overnight house guests, and a wife is left in the dark. If you want those stories, go to patreon.com/cultivate podcast network. Reddit on Wiki starts now. Expert in fucking, I don't know.
Great power.
For the fifth time, it's your boy Sean.
What is up, Wikimaniacs? It's super fun Friday episode. It's your boy Josh today. As this episode is releasing, I am in Houston with my co-host today, John. What's up, buddy?
Jine is back, people.
Jine is back.
My God, y'all would not leave me alone about that shit.
People loved the Jine bit.
Never escaped those allegations, man. God
Yeah.
damn it.
People want the Jine merch. They are demanding it.
I hate this so
and
much.
we got to give it to them, I think.
That's true. That is true.
But yeah, how was your trip, buddy? I know you're doing a full bonus episode with Juliet for the patrons. But just a quick tease for that. How was the trip? How are you feeling?
It was great. It was amazing. Japan was a beautiful country. Loved the people, loved the food, loved the culture, and just loved the vibe. If Wikimaniacs, if that's ever in your bucket list of places to go, it's top 2 for me, and it's not number 2. That's just how much I love that place. Love the food. Oh my God, I ate so much tuna. I ate so much Kobe beef and Wagyu steak, and it's there was part of me that I'm just like, I never want to come back. I come back to the US and I'm like, I come back to a shit show.
Yeah. I mean, it was a mess when you left. Our last week's recording was riddled with tech issues. I apologize for last Friday's episode. John hasn't seen it yet, but it happens, mess. People. It is a mess. So glad you're back, John. I saw your posts. They look like you went to some amazing places, ate some amazing food. And like I said, as this episode is releasing, we're going to be together in Houston with our boy Sean, who unfortunately is not here right now. Hopefully, I assume he'll probably hop in at some point in this episode. His house is falling apart, and he's had some contractors in there today. So
Venmo my boy, please, please.
So he's got to deal with that before he hops on. And speaking of being together in Houston, we got our live show tomorrow. Super excited. It's going to be so much fun. So get your tickets. You got less than 24 hours to do so if you're listening to this on Friday. If you're listening to this on Sunday, unfortunately, it's over.
I think tickets are still available 1 hour prior to the show, if I'm not mistaken.
Prior to the show. Okay. So
get to it. Up
until Saturday, December 3rd. 2nd, whatever it is. You can buy your ticket. So make sure you do so if you want to join in on our live show. It's going to be super fun. We're going to be doing some stories. We're going to be just chatting. We're going to be answering some of your questions. And
we're going to make Josh do TikTok dances.
I don't know if that was promised. But yeah, so super excited for that. And John, are you ready to hop into the stories today?
Let's do this. I missed assholes for the past couple weeks.
Yeah. So I
lost.
You know, we all lost, John, because I fucked up last week, forgetting it was the last Am I the Asshole? And I didn't put an AI.
Yes.
And then Sean wanted to keep it going. And he was like, well, if I get less than half right, I'll lose a point, which ended up tying him up with you. And so Sean and I were thinking, why not we all take the December punishment together?
Hey, why not? Let's do it. Might as well do it at the freaking live show. So it's perfect. It's perfect. I'd love to get punished with the boys.
Gonna be just chugging Dasani, we decided.
Hey, you know what? I came prepared. I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get punished this month. I'm ready. I was gonna go all out for the team. I was gonna do all the waters that I hate, and I was just gonna drink it all because You know, Sean went all out when he got punished. You went all out when you got punished. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to suck it up and drink Dasani, Arrowhead, and Aquafina all in one time. And I'm just going to be sick for the rest of my life drinking all that crap.
Well, when you get those waters, make sure you get 3 of each and we'll all do it together. Sean will have 20 pee breaks during our live, but it'll be fun. But all right, let's hop in. New month. I'm not sure how we're going to do this one if Sean hops in randomly, but we'll just kind of go with the flow. Just maybe we won't make this one count towards the month. We'll just guess whatever your favorite is.
Plus it's December. It's the season of giving. Give us a break.
Yeah.
We don't like punishing each other all the time. Now see all you fucking comments saying we can't unite. The Browns can't unite. Well, guess what? We're unionizing the Browns.
They're unionizing on me. Yeah, they own 66% of the company. So, but all right, John, let's hop into the first one. This one's cross-posted by OK lower score safety 3094, and the title is "Am I the asshole for asking my wife for a paternity test?"
Unless your wife has a series of events where she has been unfaithful to you.
Track record.
A track record. If she is what there was a serial cheater, one of the stories that we had or something like that. Wild ask. So I'm gonna go with you're kind of an asshole for asking that.
Okay, I like it. I imagine Sean would go with the same. We'll just assume.
I would think so, yes.
Let's hop into it. So I know how the title sounds, and I want to clarify that I do believe that asking for a paternity test in most cases is a tactic admission that you don't trust your partner. With that being said, I think my case is a little different. So he's addressed your issues right off the bat.
Okay.
Let's see if it is different indeed. First, a bit of backstory. The man who raised me for most of my life found out that when I was 16, he wasn't my biological father. It broke him. He had always been a heavily involved father. The man is my hero, and I want to be able to be like him for my child. When he found out that I wasn't his biological child, he left my mom, but I still got to see him every second weekend. I saw the toll it took on him. He went from being a lively and fun-loving man to a shell. I stopped talking to both parents when I was 18 and didn't reconnect with my dad until I was 22. He's gotten a lot better and feels like he's back to his normal self. He moved on and has a new wife who is as lovely as he is. He has forgiven my mom and has encouraged me to start talking to her again, but I can't bring myself to do it. He and his wife will be my child's grandparents. So his not biological dad will be his grandparent. Yeah.
Mom. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Now on to the situation. My wife, 32, and I, 27, have been together for 6 years, dating for 4, and married for 2. She's 4 months pregnant, and I'm excited to be the best dad I can be. However, her entire pregnancy, I've been racked with terrible anxiety. It's hard to describe, but I just have this terrible knot in my stomach, and I can't get the thought out of my head that I'm going to raise a child and find out I'm not their biological dad after a long time. I'm anxious that I'll end up going through what my dad went through, and that my child will have to go through what I went through. I don't think my wife has cheated on me, and I don't think she would. I trust her, but that doesn't change the anxiety that I'm feeling. It's overwhelming. I like how he's like, I trust her, but also
I still want. You might want to do a paternity test.
So I've kept my wife in the loop about what I'm feeling as best I can. She's aware of the situation with my dad. I'm trying not to overwhelm her with my problems because I know what she's going through with the pregnancy. So I told her about my anxiety, but not necessarily how bad it's been getting. A few days ago, I asked her if we could get a paternity test when our baby is born. She immediately started tearing up and asked why I thought she had cheated. I tried to clarify, but she was very emotional and ended up calling her parents and asking to stay with them for a bit.
Fair.
I've had calls from her parents and friends to tell me that I'm being shitty and she would never cheat, saying that I need to apologize or I'm going to lose her. My dad said that he understood the way I was feeling, but it was the wrong thing to do and it wouldn't make me feel any better. I don't see how it wouldn't though. It would be the ultimate proof to disprove my anxiety. I just want to be able to be 100% for my child, and I'm worrying that this anxiety is going to stop me from doing that. So am I the asshole?
Yes, but like a soft yes. I think you're coming from a place of trauma and you're coming from a place of hurt. And my guy, you don't need to get a paternity test. You need to get therapy, my brother.
Hey,
because
get therapy.
There you go. You know, you've witnessed it. Your feelings are valid, and it seems like you communicated those fears and anxiety with your wife. And one, I commend you for doing that, because most guys are just gonna straight up go ballistic and be like, what the fuck? Like, all that shit and how they react. At least you're communicating that. However, your trauma shouldn't be dumped on her. She's already bearing your child. She's gonna go through all the physical changes, the emotional changes in her body. You gotta go and take care of your business on your own at this point. Like, you already dumped the information on her saying like, this is how you feel, but now you gotta work on yourself. Look at your dad. Your dad was hurt at some point, but it seems like he took some steps to heal, right? Because he ended up forgiving your mom for the infidelity. Like, he moved on with his life. He did something to make himself better. So now it's your turn to heal. It's your turn to get yourself better, so that way you could be there for your wife and your child. So you're fixable, but you got to start realizing that, hey man, you need to realize that you need help.
Yes,
and take it. Go get help. Go get therapy, brother.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with 100% of what you said. It's he's got to realize it's a him problem, not a not a his wife or his partner's problem.
Yeah,
like, you can't live your life in fear like this, and so you do need to get therapy and work on yourself. And yeah, I'm gonna say, would you call him a soft asshole?
Like a soft asshole, like a little plushy booty.
I like it. So that's what I'm gonna go with as well, John. Reddit agreed, and Mabel, lower score Waddles, lower score BFF, said he's at the point where there could be 1,000 paternity tests and it won't matter. He will still be racked with anxiety because anxiety and obsessive thoughts are not rational. If he doesn't
I get it, man. I'm sorry for interrupting. I get it. I'm like a constant warrior. I'm not a warrior that fights people. Like, I worry 24/7. I just think about
a warrior.
I'm a warrior, not a warrior. I'm like riddled with anxiety all the time. I catastrophize everything, and it sucks. I get it. Like, I just think of the worst case scenario all the time. So, and you just need better coping mechanisms. Hopefully, like the skills that they teach you in therapy can help you frame your mind to think of other productive things instead of like destructive thinking the way that you are currently right now.
Exactly.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, that's okay. Yeah, I mean, I love the add-on. So Mabel goes on to say, if he doesn't get the treatment, he's going to tank his relationship with both his wife and child, because every tiny way the child is different from him will feed that obsession and paranoia. OCD is not rational, and if it was, you could rationalize yourself out of it, and that's not how it works. What he needs to do is work on himself through therapy and learn to sit with that uncomfortable feeling and not give into it. Currently, what he's doing is pushing his anxiety and paranoia onto his pregnant wife and expecting her to manage and accommodate it.
100%. That was beautifully said.
Wonderfully said. All of that and what you said, John, is exactly what I believe OP should listen to. So with that, we got our second story, and I got my second co-host here finally. What's up, buddy?
I feel like Sean would say the same thing, so I'd give him a point for that one too.
Yeah, he would have said all those smart words.
He would have said the same smart words.
I was fighting so hard when he said soft asshole to not immediately fucking budge in with, you could find it on our shop. Fucking Gine the plush.
Gine, the soft asshole.
Yeah. Ooh. Coming to
hey, I'm on you. Brand today, baby.
I love it. Yeah, so Sean's here. I hopped in pretty early. We weren't sure when we were going to see you.
Are the Browns both wearing some sort of brown color?
Oh, True. Yeah. I love the Padres.
Look at that.
They're in their fall era.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the vibes.
What's up, Sean? How's it going, buddy?
Not too much. The workers just never left. My house is still a construction zone, but they stopped drilling. So I think we're good.
You're good to go, yeah.
I think.
We told the Wikimaniacs your house was falling apart, so.
Yeah, very much so. So hit those Venmos up. Don't be shy, y'all.
Don't worry, Giant already called for that.
I got you, bro. I got you.
I appreciate it.
And in about 6 minutes, you'll hear someone like doing stuff at my house too.
Man, what it's like to be a renter. Hey?
Don't be a homeowner.
Yeah, it's
people.
a fucking
it
scam.
Sucks.
Yeah. I'll stay a renter for a little bit longer. Mostly because it's not my choice, but that's besides the point. All right, so let's hop into the second one here. We can now start the competition if you guys want to for December. So this one's cross-posted by Outside, lower score Flamingo, lower score 246, the GOAT. And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Telling Her It's Not Her Kid? Sean, we'll let you go first since John had to do the first one by himself.
I feel like she would know if it's her kid. So this must be like a stepmom situation or like an aunt or like a grandma. I'll assume OP is the actual parent. So I will say not the asshole.
Oh, no, brother.
No?
They are divided.
Fuck. I was going to go with yes. The way that I was thinking about it is that, the kid might be adopted and they don't know they're adopted.
Oh.
And someone just blurted out like, "Hey, motherfucker, you're adopted, by the way." Like instead of like giving the parents the opportunity to actually like sit them down and tell them about it. So that's what I'm going with. Yes.
Okay. I like it. I like divide. This is
wow.
This is what the Wikimaniacs have been demanding.
No.
No one's forcing you to go the other way, John. So you're saying, damn it, like you're not in full control of being in lockstep with me.
John also wants to be right, so he's.
That's the part I care about the most.
Wow, more than unity. Wow, crazy.
All right, well, let's see which one of you is correct. So. My brother Adam and his wife Eve live with another woman named Lilith. Lilith is a mess. She's morbidly obese and doesn't want to work because she's disabled. Supposedly, she moved in with them because she was having some sort of mental issues living alone with her parents and never left. So, right off the bat, OP is pretty dismissive towards...
Yeah. The fake quotes over disabled is wild because you could be morbidly obese and disabled, or you could be just disabled. You know what I mean? Who are you?
Or you could be morbidly obese and able-bodied like us, Sean.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Well, technically, I'm disabled. The government says I am. So.
Sean is able.
I'm able. I'm just fat.
Yeah, so just off the bat, don't love OP framing it that way.
Yeah, he's being a little bit of a dickling.
Yeah.
Ooh, dickling. Sounds cute.
That's our second plush coming out.
Wow.
Love the teasers.
Asian-sized.
Micro-sized, actually.
It's for a keychain.
It's a pillow for your keychain, actually.
So Adam and Eve both dotted on her. She comes to family events. The one time she wasn't invited, they were all pissy about it. Every few months, there's a new, oh, poor Lilith thing, and everyone's supposed to be sympathetic about it. 2 years ago, my sister and sister-in-law, and in brackets, not Eve, were going through baby clothing. My sister-in-law no longer needed. Lilith started crying, and Adam and Eve escorted her out and went and comforted her for like 2 hours. I was going to confront her for ruining a joyful event for my family that she's apparently decided to join in on, but my mother insisted we couldn't mention it because Lilith was going through a difficult time, in brackets, which she is not, because she's been told a few weeks before that she was going to have a hysterectomy due to pre-cancer.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. He said she's not going through anything, but she's going to go.
That is what OP said. Yeah.
Love starting the month off wrong. It's good for her.
I mean, to be fair, the story is completely it's not even related to what we're trying to guess. So,
but yeah, completely just downplaying
God,
what Lilith's going through is crazy.
That sounds like a lot of shit that they're going through.
Yeah. So now Eve is pregnant, and they've decided that Lilith is going to co-parent as a second mother to the poor kid. Now Lilith claims the baby, who isn't born yet, takes after her. Like the baby is super squirmy on the ultrasound and she fidgets all the time. That's it. The baby is not born yet and has no relation to Lilith at all. Adam and Eve just keep laughing about it, and they even play along. I got to see this joke played out twice where Lilith said it and once where Adam said it. He said, "Oh, the baby takes after Lilith, ha ha." They were all at my mother's house and different people kept coming by to congratulate them on the baby. The fourth time I heard it, I lost it. I said, "No, he doesn't take after you. He's not your kid and never will be." Lilith cried, and Eve took her out of the room, and my brother lit into me. He said it was just a joke that made her feel better about never getting to be pregnant, even though she really wanted to be. And he kept on about it. He said that she's the kid's mother, and then brackets, even though you know she literally isn't. And that if I can't accept that and treat her like part of the family and his child's parents, then I won't be welcome to see my nephew ever.
Good.
I said I didn't think he'd be willing to skip out on every family event over this shit. He said he'd tell our family it was him and Eve with the baby and Lilith or me, and we'd see who would be invited. My mother is basically obsessed with our grandchild ever since dad died, and my brother has always been the golden firstborn son. She calls Lilith her bonus stepdaughter, which I'm pretty sure is a dig at me because I'm not married. So now I'm basically getting kicked out of my own family if I don't apologize to Lilith and pretend she's totally my nephew's mother, even though she's obviously definitely not. So am I the asshole or is my brother way out of line?
Asshole, for sure.
Asshole. I'm surprised this is not on Am I the Devil?
It was. It was.
Oh, it was.
But it was.
Shit.
It was cross-posted on our subreddit from that.
Yeah, got a lot to say, actually. All right, just starting from the end. The bonus stepdaughter has literally nothing to do with you, brother. She's just like part of the other relationship. So like she's just a bonus stepdaughter. That has nothing to do with you being unmarried. You're just fucking a narcissist. Another thing.
Not
diagnosing anything, of course. I'm just saying you're full of yourself, brother.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 2, I don't think he's the golden child. I just think you're a piece of shit. I just, right off the bat, just going off of what we've heard and what you've written here today, I gotta say you just suck, brother. What else? This whole thing of being so angry about a harmless joke just reminds me of like people, sorry, hate to say it, Trump, MAGA people that are just like to fucking dig their fingers into things that harm them in no way.
Yes.
Like, oh my God, I'm so mad about these people wanting to feel this way about themselves, even though it actually doesn't matter to me at all because it does not affect me at all. I'm just a shitty human being. And yeah, this guy just really fucking sucks. Oh God. Yeah, there's just so many layers to why this guy sucks. And it's just like every sentence gets worse. Like, oh my God, you are just so miserable and you hate yourself truly more than anything. And it's just sad to see, it's sad to read. And I know you got fucking lit up, brother.
John, would you like to take it from there?
What the hell am I supposed to say after that beautiful ass rant? It all boils down to like, dude, it's not your fucking business. So,
yeah.
I mean, obviously they are they a throuple? Is that for 3?
Literally, our whole subreddit was just commenting. Are they a throuple? Are they a throuple?
Because that's the first.
I was like, guys, I need comments that are actually related to the story.
I mean, it doesn't matter if they are, if they are, if they're not.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter at this point. The point is, the couple decided that, hey, you know, they're gonna be part of our part of the kid's life. They're gonna be like pretty much a mother to them. At that point, they made that choice. I feel like they know what they're doing. They're whatever relationship dynamic they got going on. There's something that's understood, something that works, something that, you know, like what works for them, right?
Yeah.
It's not his fucking business. So why is he butting in? If he wants to, if the Lilith wants to feel like a mother, taking after the child or whatever, making those comments, it doesn't matter. Like what Sean said, like it just makes her feel better about like, you know, all the situation that she's going through. And that guy just has like main character syndrome. At the end, like pretty much no one gives a fuck about him because he's an idiot. And yes, I do hope that he got flamed the fuck out of in Reddit.
Well, like I said, everyone was asking if they were in the throuple, so I don't know if he got flamed as much as
Damn
he wanted.
it.
But I think I had 2 more things just to add on, just about the Lilith like wanting to be involved and being a second mother. Like that's awesome for your nephew to have like another parent around the house and like to help them, take them to soccer practice or whatever. And like, if it helps Lilith, that's even better, right? Because then it's like she gets to be a mom, even though, you know, biologically she may never be able to be. And so this is her way to like contribute to her friends or throuple if they're in a throuple, and be the mom she wants to be. So I think it's wonderful for your nephew and for your brother and sister-in-law to have that extra person there to help them out with the kid, because you know, some people don't get that. They don't get 2 parents, let alone 3, which is awesome. So I even think it's the other way. It's a beautiful thing if you think about it.
Yeah.
And just the last thing, it is very telling that this person is so self-indulged that they're like, She calls Lilith the bonus stepdaughter, which is a dig at me, which, like Sean said, it is not. So it's so telling how self-indulged you are and how much you hate yourself that you assume everything is a dig at you. Just mind your own business.
Exactly right.
I want you to press a button real quick because I think he was saying something about how Lilith makes everything about her. Like, but if you proofread pretty much what you post on Reddit, buddy, you're making it everything about you. So push that button for me.
You need to take a long look in the mirror, bud.
Sean said it best.
Yeah, Sean always has a way with words.
Yes.
That's what I always say. Obviously, Reddit deemed asshole.
Yeah.
And Gently Beeping Heart pulled this from the comments from OP as to why Lilith is so horrible at family gatherings. And so this is a quote from OP. A few Christmases ago, it was my grandma's last Christmas, and we knew it. Lilith wouldn't leave her alone. My mother kept checking on grandma, and she said she was fine every time. But the second Lilith was alone with her, she was whispering with grandma and then adjusting her pillow and spoon feeding her like she was a baby. It was so disrespectful. End quote. And so the commenter comments, ... Lilith helped a dying woman eat and made sure she was comfortable, which is apparently a horrible thing.
Fucking hate this guy.
Oh, yeah. It just...
What a Todd.
What a Todd, yeah.
Fucking Todd.
Just goes to show you like what kind of negative person this is. You know what I mean? I was going to say negative Nancy and I held back because Nancy's probably the most positive one we've had on the show. So yeah, just a horrible person to be around. And I'm sure your family will cut you off in a heartbeat if you don't start being a positive around them.
That's an easy choice for them, I'm sure. That's why he was like, yeah, dude, just trust me. Take a guess on who they'll choose.
Yeah. Am I going to lose my my son, stepdaughter,
and bonus stepdaughter,
and
grandchild,
and my grandchild, or the piece of shit who complains about literally everything,
or my shitty MAGA son?
A coin flip on that one, I think. But we're going to hit a quick ad break and we'll be right back with some more stories. So stay tuned.
Wicked Maniacs, you don't have to make a grocery list or check it twice, and you won't be in our naughty list because Factor has you covered, which means you're also supporting your boys, and that's nice. We know how busy the holiday season can get, and meal prepping just takes too much time and energy. Plus, we kind of don't want to hear a today I messed up story that grandma got run over by a reindeer going to the grocery store. Now thinking about it, it'll be pretty funny. But with Factor, you can still get flavorful meals to fuel you up on those jam-packed schedules during the holidays. Factor meals are fresh, never frozen, and delivered right to your door. I don't know if Santa's delivering though. Factor has 35 plus chef-crafted meals every week to choose from fa la 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 lawful bowls to ho 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 horchata protein shakes. Trust us, it's the most wonderful meal you can get in less than 2 minutes. So run, Wikimaniacs, run to factormeals.com/wiki50 and use code wiki50 to get 50% off. That's code wiki50 at factormeals.com/wiki50 to get 50% off. Thank you to Factor for supporting the show, and happy holidays, Wikimaniacs.
And we are back, boys. John is up 1, hopping right back where he just slides right back in like he hasn't been away for 2 weeks. It's crazy. He's so good at it.
I missed assholes.
Jesus. So this one we got cross-posted by Coffee Cups on our subreddit. And the title is, Am I the Asshole for Refusing to Have a Fully Child-Free Wedding?
This is weird. It's usually they're asking, like, am I the asshole for having a child-free wedding? So
right.
I'm going to go with no, just because it is your day. And if you want to have a, whatever stipulation you want, as long as it's reasonable, which this stipulation sounds very reasonable, I don't think you're an asshole for that.
I care about unity more than being right, so I'll also agree with John.
Couldn't be me.
Such a sheep.
See how easily the white man controls John? Couldn't be me.
I don't control John. He says some wild shit all the time.
It's true.
So I recently proposed to my long-term girlfriend, and we are planning for a wedding in the summer of next year. Everything is still very early stages. My fiance has expressed that she wants a child-free wedding, which I am down for, but I want to make one exception. My son, 15 male. I had him from a previous relationship and we have evenly split custody of him. So what do you guys think of that?
Yeah, she's tripping if she's trying to make you not invite your son.
Okay, I was gonna say this is like our top pinned post on TikTok.
True, but we need Sienna back here. Get down here.
Yes, we need Sienna.
I can leave again.
Was it you that was gone or was it John?
No, it was Sean.
It was Sean. Okay.
I honestly don't know, but yeah, I can leave.
If you could. I mean,
yeah, for sure.
We need another 10 million here. So until now, my fiance has gotten along great with him. We've had days out as families. She's gone to see his games, and in brackets, he plays ice hockey. And she's even taken him out on fun days, just the two of them. I brought up that I wanted to make an exception to the no kid rule for my son, and she shot the idea down straight away and said that she didn't want anyone under 16 there, as she didn't want to feel like she or anyone else has to babysit on her special day. I told him that no one would have to babysit him, that he's 15, and she knows he's well behaved and generally a quiet kid. She then changed her reasoning and asked why I wanted my old family and life on the day I was supposed to be making a commitment to her and our new family.
Yikes.
Ooh, don't marry her, buddy.
Yeah. So I told her while I would be making a commitment to her, my son would still very much be my son and my family. She then equated it to wanting my ex at our wedding, which I did not and never asked for. I told her that I didn't care about the aesthetics of the wedding and that she could pick everything else, the food, the aesthetics, the music, the dress, but all I wanted was my family at the wedding, my parents, my sister, and my son. That is my only ultimatum when it comes to our wedding. She started calling me controlling by giving her an ultimatum and said I had initially agreed to the child-free wedding and now I'm gaslighting her. I said we could have a mainly child-free wedding, but with this one exception, and an exception that most guests can't complain about since the only child is my son. She called me a dick and is now not talking to me. I really think this is a reasonable want, but maybe I'm not seeing something. So am I the asshole?
No. Again, break up with her.
Yeah.
It's done. It's done. Like the moment she was like, hey, you can't have your son there. First of all, your son is 15 years old. They know what the fuck they're going to, they're not going to be like, hey, I need to watch them 24/7 in that event. They're more than aware of what's going on. They're old enough to be able to chill by themselves. Chances are they're teenagers at this point. They're going to be on the phone, TikTok the whole time, and just leave them the fuck alone. And the fact that she like turned the tables on you, how the turntables on that ass, boy, you better get your deposit back and you better leave her because that's a start. She's going to start manipulating you and distancing you from your family moving forward and cut off your kid. So that's not someone you want to be with for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the easier ones, and your old life as if as soon as you're married, the son is just gone and out of the life. What kind of
not even old family is what she said.
Yeah,
which is crazy.
Makes zero sense. So yeah, like John said, this is just zero disregard for your one request for the wedding. Trying to flip it on you, trying to say you're the manipulative one or you're the one giving the ultimatum. I mean, is her not being so diehard against not having children there also sort of an ultimatum the way she's giving it? I don't know. There's something there, I think. But maybe, yeah, I don't think it's going to work out. If she's calling your son, who is always going to be your son, old family, then it's probably just best to go ahead and part ways.
Yeah, because for me, it's like there's no different from her being like, "Oh, your sister's not allowed to come," or your mom, like that's your old family. It's a crazy ask from her, and really like exposes what she truly thinks about your son, and how she's going to treat him going forward. So I agree with you guys 100%. Now this may surprise you, but am I the asshole deemed asshole? Like the subreddit.
What?
Yeah. So I was confused as well. And I read it twice to make sure I'd read the story. And then I went into the comments. So most people were saying you would be the asshole if you married her, which was not the question.
What?
That's not the question. That's not
Reddit
the question.
Is fucking stupid. But yeah, I mean.
So then they agree. They just gave the wrong judgment.
Yeah, they agree. And also, am I the asshole subreddit only has the flares, the few flares, so they don't have like a a nuance flare. You know what I mean?
There's not even a scenario where there's a nuance where anyone sucks in the situation but the wife.
Right, right. But I think most people will be like, you're the asshole if you marry her, which is not even the question.
But why?
Yeah, that's not the question.
So
you'd be the asshole if you murdered somebody. But what does that have to do with anything?
That's exactly what it would be. Luckily, our subreddit, much more sane, or just not
nuanced readers.
Yeah, they understand complicated issues and are just like, yeah, you're not the asshole, because I'm not going to put a weird thing in there like, yeah, you'd be the asshole. So Emir's commented on our subreddit and said, there's no coming back from this. She straight up told him that she didn't consider his son to be part of his family after he married her. He's going to have to choose between them, and if he isn't a total piece of shit, that means the engagement is off.
Because that's gonna be her son after marriage.
Yeah, or at least she will be a parental figure to that kid.
Mm-hmm.
And so she should accept him and want him to be there. So weird, very weird, and yeah, cut her off, call the wedding off, because you want someone that's going to treat your son like family. All right, boys. The next one we got here, cross posted by Phoebe the Fan. This one is
AI.
No, I forgot to do that last time. Remember?
Oh yeah, you told me.
So this one's from a new subreddit, cross-posted from a new subreddit. It's, am I the bad apple for not wanting to change my daughter's name?
Am I the bad apple? What the fuck is that?
Is that like subreddit?
Is that like people who are too scared to write the word asshole?
So someone recently commented and was like, there are other subreddits apart from Am I the Asshole, because some people don't want to deal with the moderators. I guess they can be pretty ruthless on there sometimes.
Oh.
So,
you know who has the best moderators?
Us.
And Reddit on Wiki, baby. The mid-score. The GOAT.
Yeah, the GOAT. So what do you guys think? Am I the bad apple for not wanting to change my daughter's name?
Why do you give me all the hard ones?
Sorry.
Like to ask you. Like to ask you why you give me all the hard ones.
To be fair, you came in late. The first one was pretty easy, I think. It was a paternity test question.
All right, what would John do here? Let's say asshole.
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay, whoops.
I'm gonna go with no unless you named your kid Moone, Red Tilda, or something else weird.
No, it was Mune. I don't care what other
people
said.
say it's supposed to be pronounced Moone, but guess what? It's Mune, so you can suck at our Munes.
Just like how we call it mid-score, lower score,
yeah.
We call it Mune on this podcast.
Did I miss that's on a day I missed, huh?
Yeah, you were on that one.
Okay, I don't know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
It was another child naming one where they called them Mune.
Josh went ham on some of the puns. I loved it.
It was good.
I'm happy I missed.
Yeah, you actually probably would have hated it. So I, 25 female, and my husband, 27 male, are expecting our first child. Just like all expecting parents, we are throwing baby names around. We recently found out it was a girl, and we really liked Kate. Here's where the problem comes in. We had a family dinner at my parents' house this past weekend, and my brother James, 16, girlfriend Caitlin, 15, joined us. My mom asked if we had decided on a name, and we told her we were thinking of Kate. Caitlin spoke up and told us we couldn't do that because it was too close to her name.
Oh, God.
Honey.
Down 2-0, baby.
She's 15.
Caitlin. She's 15.
You're not going to be around much longer. I hate to say
I hate to be a pessimist as well, but y'all going to be broken up.
Yeah. You're not going to be there.
Yeah, it's a high statistic that high school relationships don't last.
It's sometimes, but not usually.
Yeah, exactly.
The odds are against you guys.
Odds are against, for sure.
So I laughed because she couldn't have been serious, but she was. She got mad at the laughing and said, when James and I get married, I don't want to be Aunt Caitlin to a Kate. Some people even call me Kate. I told her that as much as we want high school relationships to work, sometimes they don't, and I get she doesn't like it, but I'm not going to judge the name of my baby on the what if of her marrying my brother. She then began to cry and say that we didn't accept her. My mom tried to defuse the situation by saying that she was at our family dinner, so of course we do. But she said the only way that she'd believe that we accepted her was if I named my baby something else.
Wild.
Dude, the brother has to be like, Caitlin.
Hey, yo, chill.
Shut the fuck up, please, Caitlin.
You want to see what the brother says?
Oh, no.
I again refused, and my brother jumped in with, quote, "She's not even born yet, OP. Just pick a different name."
Delusional.
James, y'all bunch of delulus.
I mean, to be fair, they're 15 and 16. They're not, they're kids, but
Yeah,
crazy of them to,
I guess.
do this. I admit it, I did get a little mad and hormonal and told them, "I'm not picking a 6-month-old relationship over the name of my kid. It's not going to last." My mom told me to leave the room because the girl was in hysteria. After she went home, my mom told me she knew where I was coming from, but Caitlin was just a teenager. My brother has also refused to talk to me since then. I get that I got mad at a girl 10 years younger than me, but I should be able to name the kid what I want. My husband thinks that maybe we should name her something else, but I still really love it. So am I the bad apple?
No.
Caitlin sounds entitled as shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. To be like, that name is pretty close to mine. I've been dating your brother for 6 months.
I'm sorry, they ain't even family yet at that point. You can't even...
But also, I'd be like kind of honored that you like my name. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I'd be like, oh, that's cool. Like, that'd be cool. I would have no issues with that. And especially,
I do feel bad flaming a 15-year-old girl.
for sure.
We say fuck them kids all the time. What are you talking
Wait.
about?
I don't know how to read.
Nope, that's the wrong one.
Wrong one.
There we go.
There it is. Yeah. This is
I don't know
no
how to press
different.
buttons.
Fuck that kid.
Fuck that, Caitlin.
She's fucking
Yeah.
Caitlin's tripping. The brother's tripping. It's wild.
Yeah, James too.
Oh, is his name James?
His name was James, yeah.
Oh, yeah. James fucking sucks too. Yeah, absolutely fucking crazy. I mean, I guess you're in high school. When you're in high school, you think it's going to last forever. I didn't know. I was single all throughout high school. What's up? What's up? What's up? Who else with me? But yeah, I don't know. You got to be fucking delusional if you, yeah. How are you not embarrassed, James? I would be so embarrassed. I would have been like, Caitlin, not the time or place.
Yeah. You know,
Not
a
over
quick way
there.
not to get accepted into the family doing this shit.
Like, Caitlin, you go by Lynn now. Officially, you're just Lynn.
You go by my ex now, actually,
Yeah.
Caitlin.
Ooh. Excellent.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, I don't know. Like, especially with the name Caitlin, that's pretty common. You know, like Josh, John, Sean, all our names are pretty common. It's
Yeah.
We're
not,
basic bitches.
yeah, we are basic bitches. And so like, it's not a crazy thing to run into someone with our names, even within families. So, yeah, insane of her to assume that. Reddit obviously deemed not the asshole. And fictional context. I picked funny ones for this one because I mean, there's not much real deeper than what we said. Fuck them kids. So fictional context said, simple. Break up with the baby. You're prioritizing a relationship that hasn't even gestated yet over these star-crossed lovers. Shake my head. And then,
Did James write that?
yeah, James wrote that.
Yeah,
actually.
James definitely wrote that on his burner Reddit account.
Yeah, fictional context. And then Anime Perfect Nobody says, I hope you name her Kate with a middle name Lynn. I don't know what form of entitlement trying to keep a name to yourself is. Not even the same name that she has, but something similar. Name your baby exactly what you want to name her. Whether your brother's relationship sticks or not should have no bearing on it. Congratulations. And yeah, actually, we didn't even say that. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
On the baby.
This is when you make a humongous bet with your brother. Be like, I don't know, let's bet like your life savings, like if you marry Caitlin or not. You know what I mean? Like, just you're so confident and I'm so confident that you're wrong. This is when you fucking make a huge bet.
Or be like, I'll bet
Watch
you
him marry her.
I bet you the baby, your relationship ends before I push out this baby.
They could hold out for the money though. In that case,
That's true. That's true. That's close enough along.
yeah,
You're right.
9 months they can hold it.
James at 19. God damn it, I hate this, but I need that money.
I fucking hate Caitlin.
All right, we're going to hit a quick ad break and we will be right back with our last story, unless you're a patron. So stay tuned. And we are back with our last one. John is running away with this episode, which is shocking, Sean.
Yeah.
What is happening?
When are we off in December?
We got a special episode coming out on December 18th, I believe.
So I'm toast essentially. Because I have less stories to fucking make up the.
Kind of. We could be nice and just not punish anyone for December. You know,
I suggested that early on, Sean.
No, it's too
I just
late.
said it's December, season of giving. Give us a fucking break. So
you could just be wrong with me, John. Despicable.
It's funny because you did that for him last month. You were like,
damn, you did that for me?
Yeah, he was like, I will
bastard.
change these solo rules so that I can lose points.
Oh shit! Hold on, let me.
Nah, too late now.
Okay.
You already made your true feeling. Ain't no switch up now.
I love you.
Too late, brother. I know how you really feel.
All right. Well, before you guys fall out, while we are meeting each other for the first time,
can I have a hug?
You were gonna have
a. This last one here, we got cross-posted by Me Mao Chan, and the title is, "Am I the asshole for wanting to divorce my husband because he wanted a son?"
I'm gonna say, I know Sean's gonna say no for this one, so I'm gonna go with yes, because your husband deserves to have a son.
Wow.
Wink, wink.
Falling on the sword. Watch you actually end up still right. I'm going to go not the asshole. I'm guessing he freaked out at the gender reveal and everyone has put a bad taste in everyone's mouth.
Could you imagine the twist? I hate our son and I leave him outside every day and our husband tells me I can't do that to him.
Holy shit,
Holy
dude.
shit.
I can't
I just want to
believe-
put it out there, Wikimaniacs. I'm bombing this on purpose, okay? I don't really feel that way.
The guilt is hitting John. The guilt is hitting John.
Yeah, so huge trigger warning for this one. Before we get into it, there is talk of losing like stillborn child and verbal abuse. There's probably more in here, but those are the big two. So if you're uncomfortable with that stuff, feel free to skip this story and we'll be back on Monday for you. But for everyone else, let's hop into it.
I'm ready to get some like comments from people who didn't really get that context.
You're a piece of shit, John.
They're like, you're a piece of shit, John.
I mean, they're right, but for the wrong reason. So I, 27 female, have been with my husband, 29 male, for 5 years. Married for 3 of those years. Our marriage was perfect and we were so happy. It felt like our entire life was perfect. Church on Sunday, loving husband, beautiful home, all of it. A few months into our marriage, I became pregnant, and my husband and I were overjoyed, and so was the rest of our family. My husband was especially happy after finding out our baby was a boy, as he'd always told me he wanted at least one son. I even started to try and attempt to repair my relationship with my mother, so our son could have a relationship with his grandparents. I had originally cut off most contact with my mother due to how she treated my brother when he married his husband, though my brother said he was all right with my decision to try and get her back in my life, since he still has love for her and my baby was her first grandchild. So, you know, mom's obviously homophobic, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Not great. However, our son ended up stillborn and it broke me.
Oh.
I fell into a depression and even at one point considered taking my life.
No.
Yeah.
But my husband was there for me during all of it and we got through the grief. Our marriage felt stronger than ever and life started slowly feeling beautiful again, even though it no longer felt perfect. About 5 months ago, I found out I'm pregnant again and then found out soon after that we're having triplets. So that's awesome.
Congrats. That's fucking sick.
Damn.
My husband and I were over the moon, and he was the most doting and loving husband. Since we all had always wanted 2 to 3 children, we agreed we wouldn't try for any more children after this. Because of our family's excitement for the triplets, we decided to throw a baby shower and gender reveal party. We trusted my brother with the gender reveal of the triplets, and he brought some confetti cannons with colored streamers inside. The baby shower went wonderfully with my parents, in-laws, my brother and his husband and their daughter, and tons of friends and extended family. It was like a dream come true, and I was so excited for the gender reveal. I don't care what the gender of the baby was, I just wanted a healthy little babies. But my husband was clearly excited for potentially 3 sons. Yes, exactly. That's all you should hope for, is just healthy children.
Mm-hmm.
When the time came, me and my husband and my brother all shot a confetti cannon, and all 3 shot out pink confetti. I was so excited, and so was my brother, but my husband screamed at the top of his lungs and hit the table in front of us,
Oh,
hitting it so hard that it actually broke. He then screamed at me that I was supposed to give him at least one son because I killed the first one.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's when I burst into tears. I'd been so broken up about our son's stillbirth, and that part of me had still felt it was my fault. And now he, my husband, the love of my life, was telling me it was. My brother immediately stepped in and tried to get my husband to calm down, but my husband shoved my brother. So my brother instead pulled me inside where I cried in the living room while my husband's mother tried to calm him down.
I would have beat his ass, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I could hear him screaming outside about how 3 daughters are too many and how he doesn't want 4 kids, but he also wants a son. Ever since that moment, my husband has hardly talked to me. He's been sleeping in the guest room, and when we do interact, he's clearly upset and mad and tries to argue with me. I tried to talk to him about it and asked how he'll be with our 3 daughters, but he spat at me and told me he will provide them shelter and food, but he isn't interested in daughters and doesn't plan to have a close relationship with them.
Like literally spat?
Unclear. I don't know if she meant he spat back at her, like this
just
comment, or
like clapping back.
Yeah. Either's terrible.
Either way, it's
either
not
way.
good.
Yes.
Yeah. That sealed the deal, and I wanted to divorce him, and I cried myself to sleep that night. Earlier today, I confided in my mother and mother-in-law about all of this, but they told me I can't divorce my husband just because he wants a son.
I gotta say, your
mother-in-law sucks
and
ass.
probably mother-in-law, both probably
Fuck
not
'em.
great. Your mom's already homophobic. I don't know if you should be asking for her advice, really.
Yeah, true.
And then the mother-in-law,
Bias, obviously.
biased, but like, I, if my kid did that shit, I would not be trying to calm them down. I would be trying to fight them.
Yes.
I would be fighting my child because I was like, you're going to fucking embarrass me in front of all these people, you stupid piece of shit. I don't know.
I didn't raise you to be this
Yeah.
much of a dick.
They were both at the party. They saw this shit.
Dude, I'm glad that it happened in front of everybody because now whenever y'all do get divorced, everybody's going to be like, thank God, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, because that guy's
I'm with
an ass.
that. That guy is fucking insane. He broke the goddamn table.
Maybe not everyone. It sounds like
Well, not everyone. The fucking homophobes.
the shitty people will be on his side. Yeah, that is crazy. So I don't want my daughters to grow up in an unloving household where their parents constantly argue and their father doesn't love them. The moment my husband said I killed our son, I felt as though I lost all the love I had for him in an instant. And I don't want my daughters to be in that kind of household. However, both my mom and mother-in-law says it's just natural for men to want sons. It's not.
It's not.
And that at least he isn't saying that he'll mistreat them. What a bar. What a low bar to set.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting a son, but I think
sure.
wanting a son at the, this badly,
at that level,
and like hating a daughter or any child that comes out that's not a son, that's crazy. But I think
like you can hope, right?
Yeah.
Like what Shauna said, you can hope like when they pull the strings and the confetti comes out, it's blue, right? You can hope. But the moment you see the other color and it's a daughter or a son, whatever, you better still react the same way as you would.
Yeah.
You better still have that same excitement and saying like, hey, no matter what, I'm going to end up having a healthy kid.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I would say this, if you are hoping for one gender over the other, maybe look inwards as to why that is, because it's more of it says more about you, I think, than anything else. Because like, if I ever have kids, I don't care. I truly don't. I don't know. Do men think it's like makes them less manly if they don't? I
hate that. I hate the excuse of saying that. Oh, because I want a guy, they'll be able to bond with them more. So what you're trying to tell me is if you have a daughter, or it's the vice versa, if you're a woman wanting to have a girl, like you can't bond with your kid, or you can't learn their interests because you're incapable of doing that. So it's a cop-out excuse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Just prefer to have a healthy kid.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, exactly. That was my only caveat. Just take a look inward if you really hope for one or the other, and
I agree,
and see why that is, and then be happy with either. That's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
Although I would say like I've seen a lot of like TikToks with
there's so many bad
reels.
ones.
There's some bad ones, but there's also been like amazing ones where like girl dads are so proud. Like Kobe Bryant, rest in peace, huge girl dad, and he's so proud of Gigi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can have bonds if like a woman to like a boy kid, or like a male to like a you know,
whatever,
XYZ, what fucking ever.
Yeah, exactly, John. So they treat this as an absolute fact and acted as though it was just a silly little girl who didn't know anything. I felt incredibly small and stupid. I don't know what to do. My mother-in-law and my mother make me feel like I may be overreacting to my husband's behavior, but my brother says that this is not normal, as he and his husband are both men who absolutely love their daughter. I'm also not sure what to do with myself if I divorce my husband. I don't work, and I'm not sure how I'll be able to find a job that can support me and 3 babies all on my own, or how I'll make time for all of them when I have to work. I feel so lost and helpless. I'm torn on what to do because I worry divorce will be too brash of a decision, and that maybe my mother and mother-in-law are right. So am I the asshole?
No.
Here's what it is. I'm assuming, given how religious y'all are, there was no prenup. Fucking milk that man dry. Like, fucking child support. That's what it's there for.
Yeah.
So
and you get 3?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Fucking divorce and bleed that man dry. Yeah.
That piece of shit.
He fucking sucks. Yeah, don't feel like you're stuck in a relationship where there is no love and where he has already openly admitted that he won't love the 3 kids that are coming.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I think it's an easy decision to make. You'll figure it out as you go. Again, I'm like 99% sure there's no prenup just because, most religious people don't believe in that because they don't believe in divorce or whatever. But divorce is absolutely like an option that should be taken here.
Also, again,
there's no amount of counseling that is going to fix.
No, it's done. There's no solving.
The trust is over.
And like going back to the first story we had, I did say like I am the type of person that catastrophizes everything, and to me, this situation screams a future possible domestic violence going to happen, right?
Yeah.
So if one
broke a table
or child abuse or broke the table, like what Sean said during a party,
that's a crazy response.
It is a crazy response.
To anything.
That like violent outburst. Not only private is a whole. Is a different. It's not even a different story, but publicly able to pull that shit. Yeah. That's scary. 2, he already holds resentment towards you because you quote unquote killed your supposedly male child. Horrible to blame your partner for that. And 3, you know, like he already like suggested and put the idea that like he's not gonna have any like some sort of feelings or care about the 3 daughters you're gonna have. That's domestic violence, child abuse waiting to happen. And you do the right thing right now. Divorce, and like what Sean said, milk that man for every single goddamn dime he has because he's a piece of shit and he don't deserve anything positive in his life.
Yeah. And on top of that, fuck your mother and mother-in-law.
That too.
For being like, yeah, you should just look past this. Like, way to just brush past abuse. That's crazy to me. And then being like, your kids will have a father who will tolerate them, basically, is what they're saying. Like, that's fine. It's like,
that's not what a parent should be, man.
Crazy. You should love and care for your kids and want to be there. And no matter what gender or anything they are, absolutely insane. So Reddit obviously deemed not the asshole. And I picked a kind of a funny one just to uplift a little bit. So Sel Wild said, husband went full Henry the Eighth, never go full Henry the Eighth. I hope OP realizes the giant walking red flag that he is and divorces him. So quote of the day, never go Henry the Eighth is what we'll go out on.
As a fact.
That is it, Wikimaniacs. Thank you very much for coming out today. Don't forget, get our live show.
Let Sean remind them.
Yeah, Sean, remind them.
Yeah, of course. We got a live show. Show notes. Details are there.
It's tomorrow, Sean.
Yeah, I know. And they will know when they click on the link in the show notes. The show is tomorrow, the same time as this show premieres, which is 11 a.m. Central. Do the math
12
otherwise.
p.m. Eastern.
They could do the math.
To point that out.
They could do the math. They're not dumb. All right. It's 11 a.m. Central. We're doing our first ever live in person. In fact, while you're hearing this on Friday, I am picking them both up from the airport. We should be eating some barbecue. So sorry if we're not at the premiere.
No one's going to be talking to you.
No, I'll be in a plane.
Yeah, they will be on a plane and or eating barbecue. But the next day we will be live chatting with you guys, talking to you guys one-on-one, all that stuff. Well, not one-on-one, probably like 1 and 3 on however many people, however many people show up. But yeah, we'll be live in person for the first time. We're meeting each other for the first time. It's gonna be cool. And if you'd like to see that, details are in the show notes, guys. Eventbrite. I think. Are we done selling tickets? Actually,
we will be done selling tickets an hour before the event starts,
then what the fuck are you doing? Go ahead and buy a ticket right now. We'll see you there tomorrow, y'all.
And any Wikimaniacs who are in Houston, we might do a surprise meetup for anyone in the general area that we will be doing.
General area,
reporting for duty. Yeah, so we're gonna probably pick like a bar, a cafe. We're not sure yet exactly where we're gonna be after the live show. We're gonna go there, grab a drink, coffee, whatever we're grabbing, and if you want to meet up with us, we're welcome to do that.
We'll be there, just chilling, eating.
We'll be there. We can meet up with you guys. So
it'll probably be around like 2 p.m., 2:30 ish. That's when we got to get out of. That's when we can
the
move.
Studio.
So
yes,
it'll be like 2 p.m., 2:30 ish in Houston.
TBD.
We'll probably tell you during the live show where we're gonna be. So,
and if you're not part of the live show, follow us on Instagram, Reddit on Wiki Pod. Reddit on Wiki? Just Reddit on Wiki.
Reddit on Wiki.
At Reddit
Jesus,
on Wiki.
Josh.
Our TikTok's Reddit on Wiki Pod. That's why I always get confused.
Honestly, I don't know anything. That's why I was talking.
So follow us on Instagram, Reddit on Wiki, and we'll do a story drop around those times where you can meet us, and
we'll send you to Addy.
We'll send you the Addy, and hopefully some people show up. It'd be super cool.
Sean said more than 2 people show up, please. Thank you.
Yeah, if it's just 2 of you, I'm gonna avoid y'all.
So bring your friends. But that is it, Wikimaniacs. Thank you very much for listening. Super excited for the live show, and we will see you on Monday for another amazing episode.
We're gonna touch giants, baby.
Jesus.
Our giants are gonna be like this, brother.
Oh God. Spread giant.
Spread giant. When a man and a woman love each other, you get a ponus and a giant.
On the giant.
You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna go there. I was going there when you beat me
Same
to
wavelength.
Thank you.